In a nutshell, is what you think will determine how you perceive, which will determine how you feel. So think, see, feel.
Hey, what are you? Hey, what are you? You're black or white, eh? You're heterosexual or you're homosexual, eh? Are you unemployed or you're employed, eh? You're single or you're married?
You can use it on broader terms. As soon as we as a society come under the realisation that we spend 60, 70%, 80% of our times being neurotic about things, the sooner we get a sick society fixed up.
Come on, which one are you, eh? Black or white? You're married, don't answer the question, love. Yeah, don't answer the question. I mean, you know. You're black or white, you're employed or you're unemployed, eh? Married or single. You're going to have you in those nice little neat boxes and they're going to fog your way there. Binary, 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 terra nullius.
In fact, we're a sick society, and the person who's crazy is not that sick at all. I'm a 2-bit GP and with a long psychiatric history and also a long history of using drugs. I think most psychiatric illness comes from a distortion of cognition, though. Your thinking drives you crazy, and your genetics and stresses, which can come from stresses in relationships, stresses in work, stresses in dynamics around you, but it all comes down to cognition.
Walked into a mirror, myself. Said hello, goodbye. I wouldn't wanna know you too well. Yes, stormy, sad green eyes kept calling out to me. You're familiar. Layers buried deep, safe and sound.
Killed, getting ready, lock the fall, killing you, stupid heart. Hate you, boy, call me.
Jumped into a mirror,
hate you.
Pursed my lips and cursed. Shouldn't wanna know you too well. That was Tuesday. Blessed Tuesday.
Well, that's distorted thinking, and then you'll obsess bad, and then you'll see bad, and then you'll feel bad, but it's when you're depressed, it's very hard to flick that off. Anxiety is the killer. So, because you might have your psychosis, or might have your depression, but that's the cake, and you put the icing on top with the anxiety, and then you're stuffed. Because there are drugs to treat anxiety, but typically anxiety, if you get a good dose of anxiety, it's not that effectively treated with medication. You have to treat it with cognitive behavioural therapy. Is the key to treating a good anxiety, because it's a classic one for making your head just spin, and then you get referent, everything, and then you get really referent, and then you start getting paranoia. And once you start getting paranoia, you're away with the fairies.
I'm trying to find these people. Have you perhaps seen these people? If you have seen these people, would you be so kind to call me and let me know where these people are?
If you have high generalised anxiety, and then you start having little panic attacks, that's the freezer. Then you'll get anticipatory anxiety, then you'll get avoidant behaviour, then you'll get stuck in your house, and that's when your life just shuts right down. So you've got to work on anxiety, and that's where cognitive behavioural therapy comes into it again. Think good, you'll see good, you'll feel good.
Ran into a mirror of my shadow self. Said hello, hello, Mr. Shadow. Shook my left hand.
Going to work, for example, if you start getting all anxious about going to work, that's a sign that your anxiety levels are high. If you start anticipating there's a party to go to on Friday night and you're getting all wound up about it on Monday, thinking about going to that party, it's a sign that your anxiety levels are high. And you need to cue into that and start taking action to get your anxiety levels down. And taking it a step further, then you'll start getting the avoidant behaviour. So, okay, I won't go down to the shops, or I won't go to the party, or I'll call in for a sickie and I won't go to work. And once you've got the avoidant behaviour, then you'll start getting agoraphobic. And once you're agoraphobic, you're fucked.
Now I know the reasons for my shadow self. Lurking shy and sad yet, longing for a face and a voice, longing for a face or a voice or a
So
face.
it's not a matter of just drugging a psychotic and just sticking drugs into them and leaving them in the corner of the room to sort of waste away waiting for the drug to take effect. They are people who need compassion, care and love and compassion, you know, and they need understanding and they do respond to that. Having been one, I know that's true. The hospital I got most of that from is Joondalup Hospital here, which is in the north. That has a fantastic community style to the therapy they have. Like even the cleaners there know you by your first name and talk to you and care for you and show an interest in your therapy and in your well-being and stuff, you know. So it's the way the team's built, you know, the team works together. It's a therapeutic mycelium.
All the locks and all the queues and all the companies, all the banks and all the cops, all the boxes, all the locks, all the walls and all the guns, all the separation, all the things they took away from us.
And making inroads into teenage suicide is about training kids to police their thoughts, to police their anxieties, to police their depression. And when you talk about policing anxiety and depression and psychosis, you're making inroads into drug use as well, because to a certain extent kids take drugs to feel good. Okay, so we should be teaching them to feel good by using their thoughts rather than sucking on a joint or sucking on a bottle of beer or downing an ecstasy tablet or snorting a line of speed or fucking whacking up heroin. If we can teach them to feel good by using their thoughts, you know, we might make inroads into drug usage. If you're obsessing and you can't switch it off, put it on paper and have a look at it. You know, John's a bad boy. Well, John's a bad boy some of the time, but you know, 85, 90% of the time I'm a good guy. So I'll put it on paper, and so it's a distorted thought, it's a distorted statement. So that's bullshit, I'm not buying into it. So it's crap. So you don't buy into it. It is simple.